Welcome to the YouTube channel of White Horse Media. I'll tell you who we are. We picked our name because the book of Revelation, which is the last book of the Bible, in chapter 19, verse 11, describes Jesus Christ finally returning to this earth on a white horse. Just to clarify, Revelation's white horse imagery isn't about the color of anybody's skin. Instead, it simply means that the rider of the horse, who is Jesus, is pure, noble, and true, and that when he returns at the end of days, he will utterly wipe out the global forces of evil. Most people today, whatever their nationality, religion, or political preference, recognize that many things are seriously wrong on planet Earth. There's far too much selfishness, hatred, prejudice, violence, and immorality. The Bible simply calls these things sin. On top of that, nature itself often spasms, causing devastating earthquakes, terrible fires, killer storms, and raging floods. According to the Bible, these awful woes are signs along our pathway, indicating that the return of Jesus is getting closer. In Luke chapter 21, verses 25 and 26, Jesus said, "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven will be shaken." Doesn't that sound a lot like our world today? Words like distress, perplexity, men's hearts failing them from fear? It sure does. This may surprise you, but many times a breaking news story on CNN or Fox News has already been accurately described thousands of years ago in the prophecies of this ancient book. If you check out our main website, whitehorsemedia.com, you'll discover many biblical teachings and prophecies that will help you to understand what is happening in our world and what the future holds. But it's not all bad news, not at all. In fact, the heart of this book is wonderful good news about an all-powerful, perfect, just, and good God who created us, loves us deeply, wants to help us, whoever we are, and who made an incomprehensible personal sacrifice to rescue us from sin and even from death, so that we can someday live forever with Him in a better land. White Horse Media tackles a variety of topics such as ancient prophecies about the end times, the Antichrist, Israel, Babylon, Armageddon, and the New Earth. We also have information about health, about the evolution versus creation controversy, about how to overcome anxiety and dark depression, about the 10 Commandments and God's grace, about how to find inner peace, and even one popular and heartwarming book for animal lovers called Will My Pet Go to Heaven? We also explore many other topics. On our main website, you'll find a link to our store, which is loaded with life-changing resources, links to our Facebook page, Twitter messages, blog posts, and podcasts. Our radio, television, and online programs are now being watched and listened to around the world. On a down-to-earth note, we are a very friendly group with families and children nestled in the forests of North Idaho. And some of our programs talk about the practical benefits of country living and having a garden. Our sincere goal is to serve God and humanity, to be faithful to His truth, and to help as many people as possible to understand what life's biggest issues are, how to be ready for Earth's final crisis, and how to find hope for the future. Perhaps you've heard the famous saying, "Truth is stranger than fiction." White Horse Media does teach some things that some may consider strange at first, but we're confident that if you soberly consider them with an open mind and a humble heart, testing them by the Bible and by history, you'll find that our information is solid and reasonable. In Revelation chapter 22, verse 7, Jesus says, "Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keeps the sayings of the prophecy of this book." We hope you will be richly blessed as you discover Bible truth through White Horse Media.